Cacao and cocoa, two words that look almost the same, but the differences are bigger than you think. One is raw, bitter, and nutrient-packed. The other is smooth, sweet, and used in almost every chocolate treat you've ever eaten. So what's the real difference between cacao and cocoa? Today, we're breaking it all down. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling us whether you prefer cacao or cocoa. Your support helps this channel grow and lets us bring you more fascinating food comparisons. Ever stood in the baking aisle staring at two seemingly identical brown powders, wondering what the real difference is between cacao and cocoa? You're not alone. While they both begin their journey in the same place, the vibrant football-shaped pod of the Theobroma cacao tree, also known as the food of the gods, their paths diverge dramatically from there. Let's start simple. Cacao and cocoa both come from the same cacao bean, but how they're processed completely changes the taste, nutrition, and how we use them. Cacao is the raw, minimally processed version. After being harvested, the beans are fermented to develop flavor and then dried, all at very low temperatures. This gentle handling preserves the bean's natural enzymes and a huge amount of its antioxidants and nutrients. The result is a product that's slightly bitter, complex, and incredibly rich in its natural state. Cocoa, on the other hand, is the high-heat, refined version. The cacao beans are roasted at a much higher temperature, which fundamentally alters their molecular structure. This roasting process develops that classic smooth chocolatey flavor we all know and love, but it also reduces the overall nutritional content. After roasting, the beans are ground into a paste, and the cocoa butter is often removed. What's left is the cocoa powder that lines our pantry shelves, ready for decadent cakes, brownies, and that perfect cup of hot cocoa. So, think of cacao as the bean in its most natural, nutrient-dense form, and cocoa as its roasted, comfort food counterpart. So, what exactly is cacao? Let's start at the source. Cacao comes from the Theobroma cacao tree, which translates to food of the gods. These trees thrive in a narrow band around the equator, in the warm, humid climates of Central and South America, Africa, and Asia. The journey begins with large, colorful pods, which are carefully harvested by hand. Inside each pod, nestled in a sweet, white pulp, are the precious cacao beans. This is the raw material for everything chocolate-related, but cacao takes a very specific path. Once separated from the pulp, the beans undergo a crucial two-step process: fermentation and drying. Fermentation is where the magic starts, developing the complex flavor precursors we associate with chocolate. After a few days, the beans are spread out to dry naturally in the sun. The key distinction for cacao is that this entire process is done at low temperatures, typically below 118 degrees Fahrenheit. This gentle, minimal processing is what defines cacao as a raw product, preserving its natural integrity. Because it isn't roasted at high heat, cacao retains an incredible density of nutrients. It's one of the richest plant-based sources of antioxidants and flavonoids, which are compounds that help the body combat oxidative stress. It's also packed with essential minerals like magnesium, which plays a role in everything from muscle function to energy production, as well as iron and calcium. This powerful nutritional profile is why cacao is often celebrated as a superfood. On the palate, cacao is bold and complex. It delivers a distinctly bitter, earthy, and intense flavor, much less sweet and more robust than what you might expect from a chocolate bar. This makes it a fantastic ingredient for adding depth and nutritional value without adding sugar. You'll commonly find it used in smoothies, blended into raw desserts like avocado mousse or energy bites, and mixed into superfood blends and healthy hot chocolate alternatives. It's the perfect way to get a rich, chocolatey fix while fueling your body. Cocoa starts from the same beans, but then comes the big difference. They're roasted at high temperatures. This improves the flavor, gives a sweeter, smoother taste, and creates that classic chocolatey aroma we all recognize. Cocoa loses some antioxidants in the process, but gains more enjoyable flavor, making it perfect for baking, hot chocolate, ice cream, and candy bars. So, you've seen the terms cacao and cocoa on packaging, but what really separates them? While they both come from the same place, the beans of the Theobroma cacao tree, their journey from bean to powder is where they diverge, creating two distinct products in flavor, nutrition, and use. Let's break down the key differences. It all starts with temperature. Cacao powder is processed at very low heat. The beans are fermented and then cold-pressed to remove the cacao butter. This minimal processing is designed to keep the raw integrity of the bean intact, preserving its delicate enzymes and nutrients. On the other hand, cocoa powder is roasted at high temperatures. This roasting process develops that classic familiar chocolate flavor we all know and love, but it also alters the bean's chemical structure. This temperature difference directly impacts flavor. Cacao is bold, complex, and distinctly bitter, with fruity notes, a true reflection of its raw form. Cocoa is much smoother and less acidic, with the deeper roasted notes that make it a comforting classic. Its flavor is sweeter and more mellow. Nutritionally, cacao is often considered a superfood. Because it's minimally processed, it retains a higher concentration of antioxidants, particularly flavonoids, as well as minerals like magnesium, iron, and potassium. The high heat processing for cocoa does reduce the levels of these heat-sensitive nutrients, but don't count it out. It's still a good source of antioxidants and fiber. So, how should you use them? Cacao's powerful flavor and nutritional punch make it ideal for health-focused foods. Think smoothies, energy balls, raw desserts, or as a topping for oatmeal and yogurt. Cocoa, with its familiar, comforting taste and excellent baking properties, is your go-to for traditional desserts like brownies, cakes, and that perfect cup of hot chocolate. And within the world of cocoa, there's another choice: natural versus Dutch processed. Natural cocoa is simply roasted and ground. Dutch processed cocoa is washed with an alkaline solution to neutralize its acidity, resulting in a darker color and milder flavor. This is important in baking, as natural cocoa's acidity reacts with baking soda to create leavening, while Dutch processed cocoa won't. So always be sure to follow your recipe's recommendation. Cacao is often labeled a superfood because it's packed with antioxidants, iron, magnesium, flavonoids, plant fiber. Meanwhile, cocoa still contains many of these nutrients, just in smaller amounts, but it has a richer, more familiar flavor that most people prefer. Let's compare flavors. Raw cacao tastes bitter, sharp, and earthy. Think intense dark chocolate. Cocoa is smoother, milder, and more chocolatey, perfect for baked goods. Which one should you use? Cacao powder for smoothies, raw desserts, protein shakes, healthy snacks. Cocoa powder for brownies, cakes, cookies, hot cocoa, sauces. If you want nutrients, it's cacao. If you want flavor, it's cocoa. Both cacao and cocoa also produce cocoa butter, the creamy fat used in chocolate bars and skincare. Cacao butter is raw, cocoa butter is heated. Both taste luxurious, but cacao butter keeps more nutrients and a lighter aroma. Let's clear up a few myths. Cacao is not just expensive cocoa. Cocoa is not unhealthy. It's just roasted. Cacao and cocoa are not different plants, just different processing methods. So here's the real difference. Same bean, different process. Cacao equals raw, nutrient-rich, bold. Cocoa equals roasted, smooth, chocolatey. Two versions of the same bean with completely different personalities. If you enjoyed learning the real difference between cacao and cocoa, hit like, tap subscribe, and share this video with anyone who loves chocolate. Comment below. Are you Team Cacao or Team Cocoa? This is Consumer's Choice Top 5. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.